So I call myself an archaeological chemist, and I actually started my education as an archaeologist in my undergraduate degree and working on excavations in the Old World. I came here in 2009 as part of a linkage grant that was put together by a couple of chemists from this school, Claire Lenehan and Jamie Quinton. And one of the things we're trying to do is characterize ochre. In other words, trying to get the most information about it as we can, both chemically and physically, and this really hasn't been done before worldwide. So ochre is a kind of broad definition, but in general it's a pigment made up of iron oxides. They come across a really wide color spectrum, and they're used in rock art, on boomerangs, on various other objects in Indigenous Australian culture. It's not just a red pigment, it figures very strongly in the landscape and the stories around it. People would travel to particular sites at particular times of year to go mine this material, as well as exchange it between groups and within groups across the continent. But since European contact, many of these exchange routes no longer exist. This very important cultural exchange has disappeared. And one of the things that we're trying to do, in addition to understanding the material, is use this trace elemental fingerprint, which corresponds to the original source, to be able to find out where these materials came from and perhaps recreate some of these routes. So understanding how these materials exchange hands, which is what we do in modern times, and the significance of these objects to the original people, and if we can put that back together or get a better understanding of it through chemistry, I think it's a very important cultural contribution to all humanity.